Oh God. I'm far from drunk. Okay. I'm far. Can you let me go? I'm not doing shit. I'm not even doing shit. Let me go. Ah, Gigi, ah! You said, what I said? Come out. Oh, so you finna leave with these open. Ah, you went up. You went up. One. Let my hands down, bro. You're with us, you want to let me talk? I'm not going to argue with you. You want to let me talk? You heard what I said. You want to let me talk? You want to talk? Okay. First of all, if you got outside the club, you are, oh, you're being a groupie. You're being a groupie. Far from stop. Let me.
Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. This is Talking Crime and my name is Shanira. Today we're going to go over a story that hit the nation and it ran. You guys, this story is about a young lady named Gladys Borcela. Gladys Borcela was killed by a young lady by the name of Natalia Harrell. Now, Natalia and Gladys were friends, and unfortunately, Natalia took it amongst herself to take Gladys' life. Natalia was age 24 years old, and because a horrible night, it turned tragic for Gladys. Stay tuned for the event that led up to Gladys's demise. Now, Gladys was described as a loving young lady that stole everybody's heart based on her smile. She had a big, huge smile that lit up a room. Gladys was motivated and she was full of life. Unfortunately, a tragic night will cause Gladys to lose her life hanging out with a group of friends. Now, Gladys had 3 children and she leaves behind so many other loved ones. It is tragic that this night happened, that it all could have been squashed with just somebody trying to defuse the altercation. But unfortunately, it didn't happen that way. Gladys was born in Miami, Florida. Gladys and her friends wind up going out for a night on the town. Gladys was feeling herself like any other girl would, trying to enjoy life, especially if you're a mother and you're hardworking and you just want to relax and clear your mind. So Gladys was having fun. Her and a group of friends would ball hop until at 2 in the morning they wind up calling a Uber to party elsewhere. And unfortunately, once they got in the Uber, Gladys' life will be taken all over an argument.
I'm far from drunk. Okay. I'm far. Can you let me go? I'm not doing shit. I'm not even doing shit. Let me go. Ah, Gigi, ah! You said, what I said? Come out. Oh, so you finna leave with these open. Ah, you went up. You went up. One. Let my hands down, bro. You're with us, you want to let me talk? I'm not going to argue with you. You want to let me talk? You heard what I said. You want to let me talk? You want to talk? Okay. First of all, if you got outside the club, you are, oh, you're being a groupie. You're being a groupie. Far from stop.
Accused. There's no question about the accusation. She's been denied bond. There's no question about that.
The question attorney William Norris is raising is whether the unborn child of inmate Natalia Harrell, who's charged with second-degree murder, should remain in jail with its mother. It's an unusual and unprecedented stand, but Norris, who represents the unborn child, says it's a fair one.
An unborn child is a person. The person has constitutional rights, and one of them is the right not to be deprived of liberty without due process of law.
Norris filed a petition claiming the child should be released, that the mother hasn't received adequate medical care, and that she hasn't been seen by an OBGYN since October. The petition states the unborn child seeks immediate release from custody to receive necessary immediate medical care and to be free from unlawful and illegal detention.
I'm asserting a right of someone who is a person who has not been considered in the decision to incarcerate his mother.
Harrell, now 8 months pregnant, was 6 weeks along when she was arrested in July. Her attorney hoping to get her released on bond for 6 months. She's charged with shooting and killing Gladys Borcela during an argument in an Uber.
Let my hands go, bro.
Video from inside the van shows the two women who knew each other arguing. We paused it right before the victim was hit. Harrell's defense attorney, Andre Rouvier, says his client was standing her ground. She pleaded not guilty.
She was pregnant. She knew she was pregnant. She was fearful that this woman was going to do something to her. She launched herself towards my client, and my client reacted.
The state fired back, responding that the petition filed on behalf of the unborn child should be dismissed. It also states that claims of Harrell not receiving proper medical attention would have to be proven in court. Miami-Dade Corrections also responding, stating Miami-Dade County Corrections and Rehabilitation partners with Jackson Health System to provide health care to the inmates in our custody, and we're committed to ensuring all inmates receive professional, timely medical care and all appropriate treatment. We're conducting a full review of the health services offered and received to ensure that all prenatal care being provided in our custody is appropriate.
Now, you guys, at the end of my videos, I'm going to start giving my opinion. In this story, this opinion may not sit right with a lot of people, but this is my opinion. My opinion is that Natalia was a bit jealous of Gladys. I mean, she was full of life. She was having a good time. She was a girl's girl, and everybody just seen her having a good time, right? Let's just look at it that way. Natalia basically just didn't feel the vibes. I mean, she probably felt some type of way. Maybe. I'm not sure. But when they got in that Uber, like it all transpired and both girls was going back and forth. I mean, friends sometimes go back and forth, but I don't understand why the people in the Uber wouldn't like just dead it then. What like squash it, somebody switch seats, something to kind of diffuse the situation. The Uber driver, to me, in my opinion, looked at shocked and was like, wait a minute, what's going on? Because yeah, y'all can hit the road, but he still want his money, so he didn't really stop because he probably thought that it would calm down. Two girls, friends, just going back and forth, right? So he looked at kind of nervous. The guy in the front seat was like, you could tell in his mind, he was like, I don't even really know these girls. Like, I don't really got time until he start seeing that the other girl moving forward in the SUV and everything. So it looked like he trying to separate them or keep her from going to the other girl, right? And so do the other guy in the back seat. But the girls just kept going. In my opinion, far as the gun, oh girl could have saved that gun. She could have stopped the Uber, paid her proportion, and got the heck on, right? So should Grace. Grace could have done the same thing. But in a heat of a moment, in an argument, both girls wasn't thinking correctly, causing one to instantly take action and not think about her friend's life. I mean, anybody that pulls a trigger should know that it's only two things that could happen. One, you badly injure a person, and two, you could take the person's life. So let's not pretend like you didn't know what could have happened. And for Natalia, it was a disgrace. Girl, this is your friend. You call or y'all called your friend to have fun. And when she came and turned up, y'all was jealous. So it was a disgrace. But what was even more a disgrace to me is when she got arrested and then went to court, she yelled that she was afraid for her life, but she was the only one in the vehicle with a gun. Of course, Grace lunged forward. Friends do that. Sometimes they get upset and angry and they both want to be in each other's face. Or how we don't know that Grace was getting forward so she could get out that damn SUV. Like, you don't even know what she was trying to do. You didn't give her a chance. When she lunged, you shot the gun. And if you was afraid for your life, why you didn't get out the SUV? You was already in the front where the doors was. I'm not quite understanding that. But what was really disturbing to me is that she was 6 weeks pregnant, bar hopping. How the did she get inside a bar with a gun? Not one bar, several bars, bar hopping, and not one bar caught her with the weapon. And not only that, you're pregnant, turning up, bar hopping, and meeting dudes, and God knows where else y'all was about to go. 6 weeks pregnant. But yet, you want to sit in court and argue that your child had nothing to do with something you decided to do, the spare of the moment. And you're going to argue that you should not be in jail and you should probably be taken care of because you're pregnant. Girl, where that thought process was at when you was at home about to go bar hop, 6 weeks pregnant. No care or thought in the world. I mean, we have to hold ourselves accountable. You know, you had no business turning up at no bars and then going after the bars is over to go party even deeper. There's no way. You should have been at home preparing to be a mother. I mean, when I say I was shocked that this was even an argument, because you turned up with child, right? You also shot a young lady while you was with child. Now you're sitting in jail and thinking about being a good, caring, loving mother when you made the wrong choice to get yourself in there. So Natalia was found guilty for second degree murder, and they felt like that it could have been other ways to diffuse the situation other than quickly shooting a gun and killing her so-called friend. A lot of times, often this stuff happens. If it's not domestic violence between relationships, it's violence between friendships. And if you're not safe around your family and friends and loved ones, who are you safe around? And unfortunately, Gladys experienced lack of friendship. She really didn't have a friend. I mean, how can someone be your friend if they're showing jealous tendencies and your energy and your embrace gets up under their skin? You guys, she was no friend of Gladys at all. And unfortunately, Gladys experienced this too late. Ladies and gentlemen, this case had struck nations. And that's because a person did not want to hold themselves accountable. Now that everything done happened and she's incarcerated, she want to plead self-defense. But in my opinion, all she had to do was ask the Uber driver to stop the vehicle and get out of the vehicle. Gladys did not have a weapon at all. And Natalia knew that. And she used that to her advantage, killing her so-called friend. You guys, drop down in the comments your opinion of this story. And don't forget to like, comment, and definitely subscribe to this channel. Over here, we talk crime. Have a blessed day. Be aware of your family, friends, and also your surroundings. Peace.